The welcome to Launching the Pilot with your hosts Kevin and Brian.
Hello and welcome to Launching the Pilot, episode 175.
Season.
No, you start it. Stand nothing.
Yeah. Somebody's got to. Where's the continuity?
This time we're doing Vegas. 78 to 81.
Yep.
3 seasons.
Yep.
69 episodes.
I know, 69 episodes.
And this episode called High Roller.
It was indeed. I did start watching the wrong one.
Oh, what did you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Series 1, episode 1. And I think it was, what was it? It was about dancing girls or something like that.
Yeah,
And I thought,
I think
this isn't the right one.
The problem is this one was a pilot movie for the series.
Yeah.
So that's why, because it's not the actual first episode, it's like the pilot movie, but
I did remember, once I started watching it, I did remember that the one we were actually supposed to be watching was High Roller or something like that, wasn't it?
Yes, this is what this was.
Yeah. But yeah. So I got there eventually.
This starred Robert Urich. Is it Urich? Urich? Is it Urich? It's pronounced. Because I was actually looking for Spencer for Hire.
Yeah.
But I found this instead.
Yeah.
And this would predate that,
Yes. So, I think this was. I mean, he'd been in a few films before, but I think this
Killdozer.
Yeah. Killdozer. Yeah. I mean, most notably, obviously, he was one of the bad cops in Magnum Force.
Ah. Oh, of course he is. Yes. As well as David Soul.
Yes. He's one of that little gang.
Ah.
But yeah, which I remember Robert Urich. I never knew what happened to him, but I remember him. I remember liking him. He was probably atypical of the time, Hollywood actor. Which obviously, when I read back about him, is where he came from, because he went to university and then he was working at a radio station or something, but he became friends with Burt Reynolds.
That's it, yeah.
And Burt Reynolds said basically, I can get you loads of work if you come sort of back to Hollywood. So he went back, he lived with Burt Reynolds, and then he was like a director liked him and he put him in everything, didn't he? He put him in accident. But yeah, seems like a really, really
every interview I've seen, it seems like a down-to-earth, just a normal guy.
Yeah, he just really, really did seem like a good bloke. Everything, when you look back at all of the stuff he's done, all the things he's said, and like you say, all the interview programmes he did, he just comes across as a really nice, ordinary fella who just happened to be on telly. Yeah. Films.
Because obviously, Charlie's Angels, actually, he appears in one of their episodes.
Yes, and again, I saw that and I thought, oh, that's weird. But I think it's the same production company.
It is the same. It's spelling, Aaron Spelling.
Yeah, Aaron Spelling, yeah. Because the pilot was made before, and the series was made before he was in Charlie's Angels.
Because a lot of people think this is a spin-off from Charlie's Angels, but it was actually before.
Yeah, so they shoehorned him into a Charlie's Angels episode that went out 3 weeks before this programme started showing.
Yeah.
Basically, so that one crowd, the Charlie's Angels viewers would possibly filter across and watch.
Yeah, because there's a weird thing where there's something like, I can't remember how it goes, it's something like Fantasy Island is also in sort of Charlie's Angels. And the Love Boat docks at Charlie's Angels, and then he was in the second lot, the new wave of the Love Boat. So it all connected somehow. Because he plays two characters in the same universe.
I was looking through some, obviously his filmography and everything, and I made some notes because
Killdozer.
Strangely enough, it doesn't appear on my list. Yeah, because he started out as he was a weatherman, then he was an actor. He got friendly with Burt Reynolds. They were on stage together. Burt Reynolds was sort of like when he was starting to become popular and get film roles and everything. Took him to LA, introduced him to Aaron Spelling. Then he was in Magnum Force, then Soap. He was a tennis coach or something in Soap, and I used to love Soap.
Oh, yeah, I used to love Soap as well, yeah.
Yeah, and then, to say he was in Charlie's Angels as Dan Tanna, Love Boat, Vegas, then Spencer, Lonesome Dove, and then back in the Love Boat. But then, obviously, he got ill, and he started doing a lot of charity stuff and everything.
Yeah, he got cancer, didn't he?
Yeah, but he was some really rare form.
Yes, and he's one of these ones who spoke up about it.
Yeah,
and made it.
I think from what I was reading, I think he was one of the early. Not that they haven't been doing it for centuries, but one of the early. Like the TV appeals,
Yes, he did, yes.
I can't remember what they called them now. I had the word literally...
Telethon.
Telethon, yes. He was one of the people that instigated that and got, raised funds for... And there is a Robert Urich Foundation or something.
Yes, he said he went to set up college funds and everything in his name, so he done a lot.
Yeah, hell of a lot. But yeah,
he done this as well.
Yeah, allegedly. But yeah, so we got. I mean, when the program starts,
yes, you fill on the milkman for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I thought at first it was a security van because it was.
I did as well.
Because it was going sort of like hotel, casino, this, that, and the other, and then I looked really closely. And is it Henderson's Dairy?
Yeah, then I realised that the door was open, and I thought, it's a security van. You wouldn't have the door open, would you?
It is warm.
It is warm in Vegas. Yeah, it's true.
But yeah, and you're going past all of the hotels and the casino signs and everything. I've got 70s Vegas.
Yeah, it's really setting the scene for you.
Absolutely,
it's set in Vegas.
Yeah, I mean they had all the big names. They had Bob Newhart.
Yeah, Bob Newhart. I did see the billboard.
Yep, because again I used to love Bob Newhart.
It's not unusual to have Tom Jones there as well.
Tom Jones, Liberace. Yeah, and then the next one. I have no idea. I didn't even write down who they were. I've just put who. They were obviously big in America.
Yeah, that's right.
You got Tony Bennett.
Of course.
Yeah. And then I'm sure somewhere I saw written up there Scatman Crothers, who's actually in the film.
Yes. No, you're right. Yes, it was. Yeah, because I think that was deliberately put in.
Yeah.
Because he's big.
He is. Well. I mean, he was in. He's been in so many things, but I mean, everybody knows him from The Shining.
Yes.
And also he was in the Disney films, wasn't he? He was in the Aristocats. He was one of the cats because the jazz singing. He does the jazz singing in that.
That's right. Yeah.
But
yeah. Anyway, the milkman.
Yeah, we digress.
The milkman eventually drops a couple of bites off. This warehouse-looking place.
Yeah, it is a warehouse, literally a warehouse, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, it's not just a warehouse; it's a home.
Yeah, because the door opens and I've put scantily clad woman.
Yes.
Goes in and she's doing breakfast.
Yeah. Then we get Dan, who is Robert's character, Dan Tanna.
Dan Tanna, yeah. He comes out and he's obviously just got out of the shower or something. Yeah.
I'm thinking, hello.
So he comes across, and literally she's feeding him bits of breakfast, and he's hugging her and he's kissing her on the neck and things like that. Yeah. And I'm thinking, as you do.
She's an air hostess.
Yeah, she's an air hostess.
So,
and then the other woman walks in and does exactly the same to him, and she's a showgirl.
Yes.
And Beatrice, that's right. Yeah, she appears a lot, and it turns out that the first one was his sister.
I've got question mark sister.
Are you sure?
Julie, his sister? Question mark. They're a close family.
Yeah, but we find that out just after he's got into his car in his front room.
After he stopped fondling her.
Yeah, that's it. He puts her down for long enough. And she's got dressed, and then he loads his gun.
Oh, he does.
He's sitting there loading his gun, and then.
But don't forget his. Because Beatrice is saying, I've got this and this for you. She says, well, just let the arts machine do it. I didn't pay £400 for nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. $400?
dollars for this arts machine.
Yeah, especially in the 70s.
Yeah, he loads his gun and drives. I thought he was going to drive his sister to the airport, but no, he's letting Beatrice do that.
Yeah, he's on one, isn't he? Yeah. So then
he parks right in front of the casino.
Yeah, but also we do a tour again of Vegas.
We do, yeah. We have a little tour.
It's
definitely Vegas.
Yeah, and he goes to the Maxim Hotel Casino.
That's right.
Yeah,
because there's a problem.
Yeah, he literally pulls up right at the doors, doesn't he? Yeah.
No one takes the car from him, or just,
no, there's no valet parking or anything like that. No. So he walks in there, and there's like tannoy announcers, isn't there? And paging someone else, then paging Dan Tanna.
Yeah.
So he goes over and picks up the phone, and it's somebody. He says, "No, I don't do divorces."
That's right. Yes.
But then I've put Lionel Blair comes running up because he's sort of like this is the guy with the sort of like the crushed velvet suit, purple crushed velvet suit, with the massive bouffant of grey hair.
And they're keeping an eye on old Red Button himself.
Yeah, Red Button's.
I think it's Tommy, is it? Or
Tommy Serco.
Yeah.
And he's a well-known con man, casino cheat.
And basically. He's winning on all these one-armed bandits.
Yeah, yeah. So, but he's talking to these people on the phone, trying to talk to the guy who's pulling at him and everything and pointing at Tommy Serco, and then this older couple comes up.
Yeah.
And they start talking to him as well, so he's having 3 conversations at the same time.
That's right.
And eventually he puts the phone down, doesn't he? And then they're worried parents. They're looking for
their little girl.
Yeah,
and he says, "Well, does she do drugs? Has she done this before?" And they say, "Oh no, she's saintly. You know, she's never done anything bad in her life."
No.
Oh yeah, this is Dan Tanna. No, you call me, huh? Investigator. Sorry, pal, I don't do divorce work. No. If you want to hang on a second. There he is. Oh, boy, have you got problems.
Tell me something I don't know. Who is he?
That's Tommy Serco. Maybe he's been working clubs in the Middle East or Europe. I haven't seen Tommy in 4 or 5 years.
So?
No, he's the best there is. It won't be easy. Listen, I told you I don't do divorce work. Have you ever thought of a marriage counselor? No, I'm not trying to be funny.
I beg your pardon, sir. Are you Mr. Tanner?
Just hang on one
second. Sir, are you Mr. Tanner?
I'll be right with you. Excuse me.
You see that? He always puts his hands in his pockets and grins like that. He's getting warm.
I'm sorry. What can I do for you?
It's about our daughter, Marilyn. Well, she's our little girl. She's only 18.
There he goes. How did he do that?
I don't know, Mitch.
Answer me. How did he do that?
I don't know, Mitch.
He's not using a key.
I know, Mitch. And I'll lay you 10 to 1 he's not drilling them either. There's no holes. Listen, why don't you try Deer Abbey?
Yeah. Machine 27, $2,336.
Mitch, I told you he was the best.
Oh, terrific. You want to talk to him?
No, I don't want him to know it's tailing me.
I don't believe it.
Mr. Tanner, about our little girl.
So what happened to her?
She's missing.
She promiscuous?
No.
Into the drug scene, mental problems, she got a lot of cash?
Sir, I just don't think you understand.
And my little girl doesn't drink or take any pills or dope?
Look, lady, the kind of questions I'm asking are the kind of stuff I might turn up if I go to work. I don't pull any punches, and I only work one way, my way. Perhaps you'd be happier with somebody else, huh?
Mr. Tanner, look, I'm just a stepfather. I mean, that dear child is no blood to me, but she is all we've got. Now, we came all the way up here from Dallas. You came highly recommended from the state attorney's office. He said you're the best private eye.
I want you to find her.
Okay, $200 a day plus expenses, and you got yourself an investigator.
No, that's it. And then it cuts to the pimp's car. Yeah. So because he says, I'll do it if you like, but it's $200 a day plus expenses. And then
she's a working girl.
Yeah, that's it. The next shot, she's in the car with a pimp dressed in like cheerleader outfit or something. It's like the girl's jock's clothes, isn't it? It's the shiny leather jacket and the little cheerleader skirt. So he's driving a Daimler.
She's with a John. I call the lingo.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You are part of that world. But so he sends her in to the hotel, tells her what room it is and everything. She goes up there, and it's some guy who always plays rubbish gangsters in all sorts of.
Oh, he's
things.
been in loads of.
Yeah.
Matty Seals, I think I've got there because I think that was one of his credit cards.
No, it's Nate.
Oh, it is eventually. I'm sure it said Matty on his credit cards, mate.
No, it's Nate.
Yeah, it was Nate, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So because it's Nathan. Nathan. I've got it written at the end. His real name, because the first thing you literally see this Nate.
Oh, I've got the girl's name, Marilyn.
Marilyn. Yeah. So how original.
You know, as soon as the word Marilyn, you know what you think of, don't you?
Are you going to expose me?
No, not that one.
Not yet, darling.
That one.
Oh yeah, of course.
No one will get that reference.
No, I was going to say you've been holding that in reserve, haven't you? Yeah. Yeah. No, the guy's name I've got it written further.
It was
on.
Nathan. It was Nathan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
And the pimp
Nate
was.
Yeah. I can't remember.
We'll get to there.
Yeah, we'll get there.
She steals his rings because he's going to say, "I'm just going to have a shower then."
He's got the hotel dressing gown on, hasn't he? And he says, "I'm going for a shower."
That's just a towel, wasn't it? I think.
No, that's what he comes out in.
Oh yeah, it is true. Yeah.
He goes in and he's got like the big bathrobe hotel bathrobe thing on. When he goes into the shower, she looks and his wallet's on the side, so she opens it up and there's all these like store cards and credit cards and things. So she does no more than sort of like grabs all her stuff, his wallet, rings, watch, and then does a runner, doesn't she, down to the lift, which is about 10 yards away from the front door.
Yeah.
And on a 30-story hotel,
something like that.
It arrives every 15 minutes or so.
Just like real life, yeah.
Yeah.
But he comes out and realises she's gone, his rings are gone, his wallet's gone. Now he's not happy.
He's not a happy chap, no.
And
so
he
goes
runs
out
in a towel, doesn't he?
Yeah, he runs down to the lift just as it's closing. And she sort of like waves at him.
Yeah.
And then goes, and then two women come round the corner, and because he's slapping the door with his towel or something, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh, thank God you said that.
Yeah. Well, the camera didn't go down that far.
No, but yeah, because this old lady walks by. Oh,
yeah. Yep.
There's always one.
Yep. Yeah. So then it goes away.
Yeah, that's that cut scene. Then we get Dan's asking police if they know who this girl is. Marilyn. And,
but unlike that Marilyn,
she is a
woman. You said it, sir.
Or you could even say
she's a woman, sir. No, I mean she's a woman. Look at her. She's a woman, sir. She's clearly a woman, right? With all due respect.
I think that's enough of that. No, there'll never be enough of that. But he's there talking to the detective, who's the guy out of Mission Impossible.
Yes, the original Mission Impossible.
Yeah, the real.
Not
Mission
Tom Cruise.
No, not Tom Cruise.
I wanted to call him Barney. I think he must have been Barney.
He was Barney because obviously the original one that went around and did everything was Ethan Hawke, who was Richard Graves, was it? No, he was the boss, wasn't he?
He was the boss.
There was
no Ethan Hunt or whatever. There wasn't such a character in the original.
No, but Barney was like the guy that sorted everything out.
He was the gadget guy.
He was Q.
Yeah, he was. I remember him crawling through a number of air ducts and stuff.
Yeah, always sweating.
Yeah, always.
But no. So he's talking to him, and he shows him the picture of the Marilyn.
Yeah.
And asks if
they do sort of know. They know her act and what she does. She likes to play it young.
Yeah, she's basically she's in that line of work, and she's got a specific act.
Yes. Raison d'etre.
yes. So while he's there, the desk sergeant comes in.
Who is a
woman. You said it, sir.
Yep, and she's going on about damages.
Yeah, his damages is caused.
He owes $600 or
$612.
$612
damages and complaints they've got.
Yeah, the complaints that they've got, because there was two things, wasn't it? There was one, wasn't he kicked a door in?
Probably.
Yeah, he kicked a door.
I didn't itemise the list.
No, well, it was only 2 things, but one of them he kicked a door in.
Driving through a fence or something? Or...
No.
No?
It was, he picked up a suitcase and threw it in the propeller of a light aircraft to stop it taking off.
That's it.
So the suitcase and contents was $90, the propeller was $200.
Yeah. And it all mounts up.
It all adds up to $612, so he signs a cheque.
He writes a cheque, just like that?
Yeah, he writes a cheque.
Yeah. He's not doing bad, is he?
No, he's not doing bad at all. So...
Oh, Marilyn.
You know her?
Yeah, I've seen her on the streets a couple of times. Understand she's got a little girl's eye, complete with roller skates and bubble gum. In fact, the word is that her act was a hit within 2 weeks. You know, a couple of years older, she could be your sister. Dan, who are you working for?
Her parents. About as down home as they make them, you know, real salt-of-the-earth types. Can you give me a line on her?
Sorry, buddy, I got no line. A couple of the chippies talked. That's my source.
Congratulations, Dan. Last week you hit a new high.
I'm gonna get a drink of water.
Sit down.
I'm thirsty, Bella.
Your total complaints from outraged citizens who claim you illegally destroyed their private property comes to $612.
$612? That's impossible, Bella.
Really? Tuesday, you kicked in a door to surprise the gang at Kelby's massage parlor. One door unlock, $181.50.
Yeah, well, you see that guy?
Thursday, you threw a suitcase into the prop of a departing light airplane that you didn't want to depart. That's one suitcase plus contents, $98, and one prop, $200.
They're very expensive, though.
And then there's that dental bill from that phony security guard that you punched out.
Now, wait a second. That guy tried to rearrange my face with a baccarat shoe.
You want to fight it in court?
I'll write you a check.
Be more conventional. It may ruin your rep, but it'll do wonders for your bank account.
Love her hairdo.
Cupid Motel, I've got.
Yeah, that's right, yeah, because as he's going, the Barney, the detective, who's not Barney in this at all.
But he might as well be.
Yeah, he might as well be. He tells him that he's heard that she hangs about at the Cupid, which
That's
is
right.
obviously a well-known sort of like room by the hour motel.
That's it, yeah, no names, just cash up front.
And then, so...
He takes a pizza, doesn't he, for the hotel
Yeah, he takes a anchovy and onion or something like that. It's something really rank anyway. But yeah, he takes a pizza, and the guy behind the counter, he's really...
Oh, he's been in so many bit parts.
Yeah, but he's got one of those really familiar faces.
But he says, he does everything. She says, look, she's in this room, pimp's outside.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Got company.
Figures.
Mark's inside, pimp's outside.
Consider me warned.
Consider room 12.
Rock'em, sock'em, hold him back. Rock'em, sock'em, get a stop.
Hi, sis. What time's kickoff?
Oh, my God.
What's your angle, Buster?
Oh, I knew I shouldn't have come up here.
Who do you think you are?
Sister,
Sure does get carried away sometimes.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Come on, sis. Mama's got supper waiting.
Please, I'm a married man.
You don't tell your wife and I won't, huh?
I won't say a word. Please, honest.
Who the hell do you
won't
think
say a
you
word to her.
are?
I
A
promise I
knight in
won't.
shining armor gonna save you from the error of your ways.
I won't say anything
Now,
at all.
how do you expect to make the team if you don't stay in shape?
Larry! Let go of me! Larry!
He's sleeping. Can't you see he's sleeping?
Let go!
Come on.
Stop!
You settle
Let
down.
go!
And stay there.
You're not a cop. Why?
Private heat. Working for your parents.
Beautiful. Well, I've got
Next thing he's
straight in manhandling now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's sort of like, he rugby tackles her to the bed.
Yeah.
And she starts shouting abuse at him.
Yeah.
And he says to the guy that's sitting on the bed, you should be ashamed of yourself. And he says to the girl, Marilyn, he says, come on, you're coming home with me.
That's right, he does.
You know, what are your brothers and sisters going to think and all this lot. And meanwhean, the guy on the bed just thinks he's getting busted. So he's like, oh, I'm married. Yeah, don't tell anybody. You know, I had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so...
I think there's a walk past. The pimp's out cold.
Yeah,
in the car
that's it,
park.
with a large swelling on his jaw. And yeah. And so he throws her into his car, doesn't he?
Yes.
And then they drive off and they drive back to
his warehouse.
Yeah, his warehouse. So he presses the button, the garage door opens, and he drives straight into.
Because it's not. He lives there. It's a warehouse, but it's also loads of showgirls and the.
Yeah, because it gets explained later.
It does, yeah.
But it's at the time you're just looking at it thinking, what's going on?
Yeah.
What sort of establishment is this? But yeah, so.
Apparently she's run away 14 times before.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, and I noticed that she picks up a picture of, so like she says, "Oh, Vietnam."
Oh
and
yeah.
He picks up the picture, and there's him and two characters that we meet later.
Yeah.
But the one in the middle is looking in completely in the wrong direction as everybody else, and it looks like they've just. And the thing is, they've obviously posed it because it is the people as they are now, but. It looks like they've really badly superimposed their faces on a picture, you know, as has we've seen in a fair few programmes, but it's not. It just looks odd. Looked really random. But
he says something like "bad times, good friends." Though.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And she's Marilyn. She's saying about Cowboy Bob.
That's right.
He's stringing another line of that her mother has as
her
boyfriends.
Stud bulls or something like that. Yeah.
And now she's getting on a bit.
Yeah.
His attention's turning towards her.
His eyes, as well as other things, have wandered.
I've just put sob story.
Yeah, basically, yeah. She ends up sort of sheds a tear or two, and.
All right. Straight out. I can't go back there anymore. I really can't. Please, it's a wide-awake nightmare, and I can't stand it, okay?
If you're 18, you're street legal, you do whatever you want. What's so terrible at home?
Nice people, right?
Yeah, the way I read it, nice people.
Well, the guy's been trying to hit on me since I was 15. Cowboy Bob. My mother's fourth. Only her looks are fading, so he's the last. And he has roving eyes. They roved my way, 15. If you know anything about runaways, you know that that's not an untypical story.
Go on.
There's nowhere to go. My mother pretends she doesn't know. He keeps Red Rover at home.
Who brought you back before?
Dallas cops, state police. I talked to a couple of county shrinks. I mean, I didn't know what to do. Do you understand that? I don't know how you're supposed to be able to adjust to something like that.
What did the county guys do?
They tried to get me out. But Daddy's got Mama, so Daddy's got clout.
Why didn't you do something else? Anything. Wait on tables.
Because I can't make any money waiting on tables. Look, I'm trying to get enough together to go to Los Angeles. I thought I'd get into acting. I met these guys and they told me that if I... All right. Listen, I'll do anything you want. Please don't make me go back there to those people. I'll go to jail. I'll go anywhere. Please.
The next thing he's
talking to Mum and Pa.
Yeah, he's seen it at Mum and Pa, and he throws their money at them and says, "I never refuse work. I never do this, but I'm not sort of like telling you where she is or anything like this."
Yeah.
And they're sort of like quite indignant, and Mum's quite indignant, and then he says something about the bull, your bull, or something like this.
Yeah, I know.
And they both go a bit sheepish.
That's right.
I paid you your fee.
Hey, take your fee.
Tanner?
I've never done this before. Turn around on a client. I take money to do a thing, it's done. Not this time.
I'm gonna pull your ticket. I'm gonna bust you.
You
You're gonna bust nothing, pal. You misrepresented the action. The last thing I do is put that kid back in this deviant zoo.
Wait a minute. Who do you think you are? I want my daughter, and I want her brought home.
Does it pay off to hang on to the last of your prize bulls here?
So, but then doesn't. There's some threats get bandied about or something, don't they?
Yeah, there is, because the guy's not happy. But
No, he's not. But hey,
the stepdad, or whatever. It is.
yeah, that's all right. So anyway, he goes back home.
Yes.
But the garage door's half open.
Half open, and the power's out.
Yeah, but I did notice that it moved up and down a little bit.
Did we went through it? Yeah.
no, but it moved up and down when he was doing it.
Because he had the buttons clicking.
He had the buttons clicking it, and it moved up and down a little bit, but it wouldn't go either way properly. So yeah, he gets out, goes in. The lights are not working.
Calls out for Marilyn, doesn't he?
Yeah, he calls out for Marilyn. So he's wandering around. Then you see sort of like shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he gets smacked over the head, doesn't he?
Yes.
And then
he's in hospital. He waking up.
Yeah, he sort of wakes up and he's under an old X-ray machine.
Yes, right.
And the guy who's in the middle of the picture,
Costigan or something.
Yeah, it's a weird name, isn't it? But he comes in and he says no talking. The X-ray technician, whatever, doctor, says no talking. Takes it flashes and then he says, right, you can talk but you can't move until I've developed this. And
yeah, that's right.
So they're sort of like chatting about
the girl's gone, but your car's been found in the desert or something.
Yeah, he says, because
Dan, is that you?
Don't talk.
Okay, talk, but don't move around until I soup this.
You Stygian?
Yeah, Beatrice called. I had the walkout on this topless guitar player. She was playing Malagueña. I was falling in love. Probably changed my whole life.
Oh.
Hey, who dented your head?
Possibilities make a line around the block. Did you stop by the house?
Yeah, Beatrice was there cleaning up.
Any word on Marilyn?
No, but Highway Patrol reported that they found your car.
Oh, good.
In the desert.
They've looked around the house. There's no sign of the girl and things like that. But they've got a phone call from the detective saying that they'd found your car.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh right, okay." He says it's in the desert. So they go and it looked to me like it had a tarpaulin over it.
It's supposed to be burnt out.
Yeah, but I don't think it was.
No,
apart from anything else, all four tyres were up.
They were fine.
And it just looked like the windscreen looked like it had sort of like black plastic over it.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Yeah.
And the bodywork, it's almost as if they've coloured it in with something that would wash off.
Yes.
Because I would imagine, because it was an old 50s Corvette Stingray.
That's right, something like that, yeah.
And
it was banana yellow.
It was. Yeah, because he does say it looks like a toasted banana or something, doesn't he? Yeah. But it's. So I think they, rather than destroying the car, they've
either finding what
fudged
wreck to use. They thought, no, actually, we'll just colour this one up a little bit.
Yeah,
it's not in shot that long, so
no. And then, but
said,
then,
we missed this earlier.
Yeah,
dead girl.
That's it. About 5. Less than 5 yards away. Oh, and we didn't notice until somebody was stamping out some embers around here. We didn't notice her, but there's, obviously it's Marilyn. She's dead. So he he does the.
He's having a massage. I've got.
Yeah, but they do the. What's the word? The stoic. Sort of like the purposeful look.
Oh yeah.
They get the purposeful look. The pair of them get we're going to see this through to the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then it cuts to the massage, and again the bloke that's in absolutely everything. I think he was in Magnum Force and things, wasn't he? He's the masseur.
Yeah, and also is in Any Which Way But Loose as the leader of the gang.
Yeah, he's the one that Clyde punches in the face, isn't he? Right turn, Clyde.
The Spider will say he's calling that.
Yeah. So he's the leader of the.
And he's giving a massage,
gang.
and he's not got any lines or anything. I thought I know he's been in loads of things at this time, but that's an odd part for him to be in. Just as a massager.
Yeah, he must have been skint that week. But yeah, so
he says he's going to start with the pimp.
Yeah, that's right.
He's inquiries are going to start there. So he goes back to the hotel manager.
Yeah.
He wants to know where the pimp, and he says,
I can't tell you.
He can't tell you, but
if he found out that I'd be dead. Next thing you know, they're pulling up at an apartment building, aren't they?
Yeah, he says he's got 2 places he knows of. One, this place, and one in the desert. So they go to his apartment first.
Yeah. And it's just like got a big glass sliding door on the front with loads of potted plants and things outside.
It's a tiny place, really.
Yeah.
But it's got loads of Greek statues and stuff in it.
Yeah. And as we find out a few minutes later, because he goes and picks up one of the flower pots and goes to swing it at the window, and the guy that's sitting in the car, his mate, sort of like inhales sort of a sharp intake of breath.
He says, no,
but then it looks like. Yeah, no, it's all right. He's thought better of it. No, he hasn't.
He said, no. He throws it through the window.
So he throws the plant through the window, goes in. Really,
there's a little look around.
Yeah, has a really, really poor rummage because he opens 2 drawers and ignores the other 4.
Then he calls the police.
Yeah. And
he says, you need to open up a tab.
Yeah, he says, how much is a big sliding glass door? And they say, $100. He says, well, it wasn't that big a door. He said $95.
Yeah, he said 200. He says, what about a waterbed? About 300. It's not a very big waterbed. $295.
Yeah, he says, you better throw in a crap carpet as well.
So it's another $200 apparently for crap carpet.
Yeah, so then as he walks past, he pushes one of the statues into it, doesn't he? He pops it. But
and he writes on the mirror, doesn't he?
Yeah, come find me.
Come find me.
Yeah.
But they've got Larry Johnson is the pimp's name.
That's
got this point.
Yeah, Larry. So good they named him twice.
Yeah.
Las Vegas Police Department, Sergeant Hall speaking.
Give me Bella. Sergeant Archer, this is Dan Tanna.
Wonderful.
Bella, try to be nice. Listen, better start me a new tab, Catalpa Apartments. 1 door.
What kind of a door?
It's a inexpensive sliding glass door.
$200.
That much?
Don't break it.
I already broke it. How much is a waterbed worth?
$300.
It's a very small waterbed.
$295.
And you better put down $200 for a crummy old rug. Not a penny more.
But yeah, then we're going back to.
He's got to see a man about a car.
Yeah, so that's when he drives past Tom Jones at Caesars.
Yes, I've got that, Tom Jones.
And then they go into the casino, and they're up at the craps table.
That's right.
Because that's Scatman Carruthers, and he's dressed in his red velvet suit with his big hat and, looking every inch the 70s black fella in a crime program.
Yeah, and he's playing dice, isn't he? He's doing
the craps. It's a craps table thing, and he's winning.
It's winning.
So he starts.
And says, look, I need a car, but your place is closed. Of course it's closed. I'm here. I'm winning. Now leave me alone.
Right, He says, I want the 57 Thunderbird. He said, well, come and see me tomorrow. He said, no, I need it now. So he fishes in his pockets. He's got all the car keys in his pockets. So he says, right, okay, but it's going to cost you because it's a classic.
Yeah.
He said, now leave me alone because I'm.
Yeah, send me the bill.
Yeah.
And then he starts losing.
Yeah. The next one, he throws a 7, which is apparently bad.
All right.
Because he loses, and he says, "Where is he? I'm going to kill him."
Yeah.
Hey, Rosie, I got to talk to you.
Talk? Are you crazy, man? Right in the middle of my road. I'm hot, man. I don't want no talk now.
Rosie, I need a car.
Come to my lot.
Lot's closed.
I know that. I'm here, ain't I?
I said, I want the 57 T-Bird.
What the hell you say? What happened to the vet?
Got ripped off, got burned out.
Come to the lot tomorrow, and we'll talk about it.
I need it, Rosie.
Man, you're breaking my road.
I need it.
Damn. You're a pain in my back, man. I mean, pain in my back. There's 57 T-Bird, and it's going to cost you plenty because it's a classic.
Send me a bill, Rosie, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
7 out, 7 out.
I'll kill him, so help me, I'll kill him, I'll kill him.
Now I've got Angie's filling in. I've
Yes.
got brackets airhead.
Yeah, but what there's sort of like a fair few of them, and they haven't got many clothes between them, have they?
They're not a lot.
No, they've got
no need.
I don't think they've got anything that comes sort of like below their hip, or you know.
What it is, he uses like the showgirls as secretaries to help him when they're not. Well, because they work at night, he needs someone during the day to take messages and phone. And this one, this Angie is just filling in.
Yeah, she's filling in for somebody else, but she's obviously quite enamoured with him.
Yeah.
Because he's got a phone message from someone called Tom Crystal or something like
That's
this.
right, Mr. Crystal I've got here.
Yeah.
Now,
and she says...
You might not... Do you remember Angie in any other programme?
Oh, yes. Last scene wearing roller skates.
That's right. She was Taffy.
Taffy in Remo, yeah. So not like she's typecast or anything. I think I said in that one she was thick as mince. She doesn't stray far from that in this one.
No, she doesn't. So Mr. Crystal needs a bodyguard.
Yeah, he needs a bodyguard. So I'll tell him $400 a day.
Yeah.
You know, and then when this sort of message says, if he wants protection, he can get somebody for $80 a day. I really don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not interested. And then he
finds the pimp's address, doesn't he? Because he looks at the water bills or something.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he gets everybody. About 3 different people to phone the water company. To
see if Larry Johnson pays.
Yeah, that's right.
Pays his water bills.
Yeah, but that's I'm sort of jumping backwards and forwards a little bit. I'm sure I am. Yeah, because he phones Crystal and he gets through to Crystal's wife, PA.
Yes.
Something or another.
Whatever she is.
She's waffling on and she's going.
She goes, we don't just put anyone on to Mr. Crystal.
Yeah, who's sitting on a sofa about 2 yards away from her.
And she says, well, it's Dan Tanna.
Yeah.
Tanna.
Yeah.
He called me. And he goes, I'll speak to him.
Yeah.
And she goes, he'd just be here. But he says, but then Angie says, I've got this guy's address.
Yeah, so
he ends up on him.
Yeah, but she's all sort of astrological and things like that. She's going on about waffling on about star signs.
Yeah, she's a Sagittarius or something.
Yeah.
Sagittarius or
yeah. But so
let me talk to him.
Honey, we all don't just let any old folks talk to Mr. Crystal.
This is Tanner. He called me.
It's Tanna.
Well, Mr. Tanner, why didn't you say so, lover? He is just dying to talk to you. I mean, we have heard so many good things about you. And Mr. Crystal really needs your protection, honey. He's a very valuable man. I'm Lucille, his right-hand lady, and I'm a double Taurus with the Scorpio rising. What are you?
Tired.
Thanks, Irma. Oh, my name's Angie. Bye. Johnson's place is 10 miles outside Henderson. 838 Joshua. Did I do good?
Angie, you're a natural.
Well, listen, honey, he's going to talk to you right now.
Listen, I can't talk to him. I'll call him back.
But yeah, he finds the...
he hangs up.
Finds the pimp's address.
Yep.
Dead pimp.
Yeah.
But he's been killed in a certain way.
Yeah, because it's... that's the other thing I noticed about this as well. He's got a car phone.
Yes, he does have a car phone.
Because every time he's in the car, this car he's just picked up.
T-Bird,
Yeah. He's got his car phone in it and he's on it constantly. People are ringing him or he's ringing other people. But yeah, so he goes and he finds the pimp's house. This door's not locked.
No.
And you can hear running water. So he searches around, doesn't he? He goes in the bathroom and he's there with something on his chest, isn't he? He's got something on top of him, but he's...
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like a bit from the toilet system or something holding him down.
Yeah, it's like the top of a big toilet system, wasn't it?
Yeah, but apparently he's had all his ribs broken.
Yeah.
And he's left to drowned.
Yeah. It's a really elaborate suicide.
He's dead. He's dead, Chuck. Dead. The man is dead. He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead, sir.
She's dead, Chuck.
Are they sure? But yeah, so he phones. Well, he phones his
police.
He's contacting the police because Barney's there, and they're saying, leave it to us, we'll sort it out.
We've got the resources, we've got the manpower.
Yeah, and he says, but I've got the memory.
Yeah, I've got the memory. This is personal.
Yeah, that's right.
You can see it is.
Just met at 918 there. 1,000 chest.
You look kind of beat. How long you been up?
48 hours running, George.
Thought I was onto something. I was running down the home stretch and now zip, nothing.
I saw something like that once back in Chicago. Southside dope dealer named Action Jackson. First they busted all his ribs so he couldn't move. Then they took a tank lid and put it on his chest and watched him drown in the bathtub.
Very charming.
So that got anything to do with the girl?
He told Charlie at the Cuban motel he was going to do us both.
Obviously he wasn't a man of his word.
Yeah, unfortunately he was batting .500 when they got him.
Old buddy. He never got to bat at all. You see, it's still just an estimate, but according to the coroner, at the rate his body temperature fell, he was dead 2 hours before the girl was.
He was killed before the girl?
That's the way it went down, Dan.
Okay, now let me put this together. They worked on Johnson until he told them who pulled the girl out of the motel. They got my address, they picked up the girl and they dumped her in the desert.
All right, why?
How do I know, George?
Dan. Wait a minute, old buddy. Now look, let us handle it. We've got the men and we've got the equipment.
Yeah, but I got the memory.
So, he phones
But they
Chicago.
work out that he was dead before the girl. The pimp's been dead before the girl was dead.
At least 2 hours before she was killed.
Yeah, I don't know how they're so precise, but...
No, he says something about the pathologist, doesn't he? But he does say that there was... When he worked in Chicago...
Yes, this is the place.
This is Barney. He says there was a drug dealer, and I can't remember his name, but it was like a rhyming name, wasn't it? They called him...
Yes, I thought it'd be on the tip of my tongue, but it's not.
No, it's like a handy type thing, isn't it? It's like that.
That'd do.
Yeah, it's close enough. But he was killed exactly the same way. So next thing he's driving to a horse ranch.
He is indeed.
You see the sign. He drives past the sign. Chief Two Leaf or something. Something Two Leaf. Horse ranch, and there's a guy leading two horses up, and it's Chief.
Yeah, it is.
Out of One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
It is indeed. And he was in the army
other one. I didn't realise it at the start.
No, I didn't either.
But I
it suddenly dawned on me.
Hang on a second. I went back.
He keeps calling him Sarge. I thought, maybe he was in the police or something.
Yeah.
Because it didn't dawn on me he was in the picture.
No. So
that's how good the Photoshop was.
Yeah, it was. But so I had to go back and have a quick look. And yes, it was he was the one on the left. There was Scoops. I can't remember. Again, I can't remember his name. The one in the middle. I have written it at the end somewhere, so I'll get it. But it's And he says to him, because apparently he's the one. He's another one that sorts things out for him. Yeah.
And he needs him to tail him to find out who's tailing him.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yes.
Yeah.
So Dan knows someone's going to be tailing him.
Yeah.
So he wants the chief to find out who's tailing him and tail that guy.
Yeah. He thinks he's being set up, or basically somebody is setting him up for something, or somebody is watching him. He's got and they're on top of what he's doing, so he wants to find out who it is. Yeah. So he gets the chief to follow him around. The chief's following him about.
Then he gets
3 car lengths behind him.
And he gets a call on his phone, in his car phone, saying, the $400 is fine.
Yeah.
And he's always suspicious.
Yeah. Says, right, okay, I'll be round after your show tonight.
Yeah, but now he's got a tail.
Yeah, that's right. Because Chief rings him and says, "Oh, there's your tail. He's in the blue Merc."
Yes.
So, he drives down a little alleyway, doesn't he?
Yes.
Tanner drives down a little alleyway at the side of a strip club.
Yes, it is indeed.
And
it's was it Freedom East or something?
Yeah, Freedom East. It's the name of the place, and also it's the name of the chief stripper.
Yeah.
The
chief doesn't do the stripping.
No, not in this episode. Anyway,
the head stripper.
Yeah. But so he phoned. He's spoken to somebody in Chicago about the dead drug dealer, and they're going to ring him back later. then there's all this. He goes in, and I think it boils down to she knew her from a cocktail bar.
Yes.
She was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
When I met her. That much is true.
Yeah. Yeah. But even then, Fat Alan knew.
Yeah, it's Fat Alan's bar.
Fat Alan was the bartender,
She took her tricks from there, and she'd pay him a couple of bucks.
Yeah,
something.
That's right. Yeah. So
now he talks to his tail.
Yeah, he goes out. Yeah, he goes out. He knocks on the window, says, "Wind down the window," and the tail says no. So he gets out his gun, taps it on the window. He says, "Okay."
Yeah. Then he clumsily goes for his glove box.
Yeah,
he says, I wouldn't if you want your brains all splattered."
And he goes all dirty Harry on it.
He does. He goes, it's really hard to get blood out of this suit.
Yeah, he says, especially, you're not typo, are you? Because typo's the worst. And Chief's walking past, he says, what's typo like to come out? Impossible.
Yeah, that's right.
Because he said, because he goes all dirty Harry on him, doesn't he? He says, it's all like, oh, unless you feel really lucky or something like that. He says, I wouldn't do that because this is a Magnum 357, and when I pull a trigger, the first thing that happens is your skull explodes, and then this happens, and this happens, and this happens. It's all sort of like...
Yeah, it's really...
dirty Harry, pretty much.
But this guy knows nothing. He says, I never... The person told me to tell you, but I never met him. It was just over the phone.
Yeah. He says...
So Chief lets down his tyres.
Yeah, Chief lets down all his tyres.
He says, why am I letting down? Just shoot them. He goes, no, that's expense.
Yeah, they're white walls. They're really expensive. But because he says about, if I were you tomorrow, I'd quit.
Yeah.
And then...
Roll down the window.
No. Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice car you got here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll bet you get good gas mileage, don't you?
It's a big car, you know. Not too good.
Yeah, well, I've been admiring it for the last couple hours now. You like following me? Oh, no, don't do that. By the time you get the glove compartment open and I know you're not reaching for your gloves, there'll be a 357 Magnum in your ear.
Mine must have been in Pittsburgh. I wasn't reaching for anything. There's nothing there.
Oh, you weren't
nothing
reaching?
to go for. I was just stretching my arm.
Let me tell you what would have happened if you had been reaching.
If
you'd been reaching, you see, when I pulled the trigger, your skull would explode.
Oh.
And then I'd have to answer a lot of questions, fill out a lot of reports, have your brains removed from my jacket. Now, why you want to wreck my night, huh?
I don't want to wreck your night. I want you to have a nice time.
Oh, good.
You know?
Good. So who are you working for?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh, well. I suppose I had to have this jacket cleaned anyway.
Hey, listen.
You're not typo
I don't know.
blood, are you? Typo is real hard to get out.
I don't know.
Tell him how hard it is to get typo out.
Possible.
Impossible.
Who's the Green Mountain? Listen, the guy calls me on the phone. He didn't tell me his name.
He didn't
I don't know
tell
who the
you.
guy
I
is.
see, pal, I got
Are we
a suggestion
singing?
for you. Yeah, listen, the next time you talk to him, tell him that I'm coming after him.
You're after him?
I'm after him. And then, I want you to resign.
I will quit that sucker flat.
Just quit him flat.
Really?
Because you're not cut out for this kind of work, you know?
I got lower back pain.
Because the next time I see you, I'm going to do more than let the air out of your tires. Click.
Why'd you have him go through all that for? But he just blasted out his tires.
White-belted radios, they're too expensive.
They go to this cocktail bar, and
doesn't he find out that Mr. Crystal is broke?
That's right. Yes,
Zero.
B
no
rings him.
credit.
Yeah. He's got 3 houses, all of them are mortgaged.
Yeah. I think this is the other shell girl.
No, he rings his home answer phone, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he rings it and presses the PIN number, and the phone lifts up.
Yeah.
And then the tape deck starts
so he can
spinning.
listen to his messages.
Yeah, so he can listen to his own messages. And
Beatrice, I think, has found out this information for him.
Yeah.
And she's left the message on the answer machine that he gets.
Yes, that's right. It's all coming back to me now.
Yeah. You watched it today. I watched it last week.
I know. Perhaps I needed a bit of distance.
Yeah. But, it sinks in over time.
Yeah. I know. But perhaps I was thinking of something else when I was writing my notes.
Yeah.
But
why am I watching this?
Yeah. So they go to the cocktail bar.
Chernobyl's on you now.
Oh, perhaps that's what it was. It was radiation.
Yeah.
But yeah, so go to the cocktail bar.
Still going to the bar, yeah. To the bar
again. Yeah. You got a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they go, and there's the.
Now, Fat Alan's not there, is he?
I wouldn't be surprised if the fat bartender with the beard wasn't Fat Alan. Pretending he wasn't Fat Alan.
But he says, I ain't talking to you.
Yeah.
And he sort of clicks for the old bouncer to come over. But the chief interrupts him.
Yeah, chief interrupts.
Yeah. The chief is huge, isn't he?
Yeah. So you get the bouncer sort of like wanders past Tanner, sort of giving it the big fella, because Tanner's sitting on a bar stool and he's sort of like towering over him. All of a sudden he almost gets picked up, doesn't he? And the chief walks off with him.
Yeah, just to move.
Yeah. So then he says,
now Dan's got to be quite tall, because he doesn't look that midget next to the chief.
No. Well, he used to be an American footballer as well, in college and everything. He played sort of, so he can't be small. But yeah, so they have a bit more chat, and then
says, he's not here at the moment.
So the chief picks up the bouncer and throws him into the jukebox, doesn't he?
Yeah, because that's a 1 week jukebox I've got there. He just disintegrates.
Yeah.
But Fat Ellen will be back tomorrow, apparently.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah. So the chief drops him through the jukebox, because as they're going out the door, Tanner says, have you any idea how much a Wurlitzer costs? He says, I'm still disappointed we didn't shoot the tyres.
Yeah. They've got Red Button is winning. This is Tommy, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Because it's Red Button. We know him as a comedian and stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he was in everything, wasn't he? He was like a vaudeville entertainer type thing, wasn't he? Yeah. But
God bless his smutty soul.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, they go.
Dan's at Mr. Crystal's. And there's a little party going on, isn't there?
Yeah. Because
Mr. Crystal's not happy. He says, I don't know half these people.
Yeah, that's right. But in the meantime, doesn't he ring his mate at the casino and asks what the...
Oh, yeah, it could be, yeah.
Yeah, because I've just got in here for something. Slot cheat again. And then party at Crystal's.
Yeah, because Red Button's winning again.
Yeah.
And they don't know how he's doing it.
No. So he's... So he goes round to Crystal's place, doesn't he?
Because he's got his other army buddy following...
Yeah. He's back at the casino,
He's following and watching everything he does.
Yeah.
He says, I can't see how he's doing it.
No, he can't see anything. And then,
Then we're at Mr. Crystal's party.
Yeah, Crystal's party, he's not happy, he's giving it the nobody understands me
It's
while
my
he's
party
swigging.
and I cry if I want.
Swigging from a bottle of tequila.
Yeah.
And the long and short of it is, he says, I'll start working for you tomorrow.
Yes.
And then he walks out. And as soon as he walks out, Crystal picks up the phone.
Yes, and calls someone. Well, we don't know who. But
We don't know who. But he gets out. Tanner gets outside, gets to the end of the driveway.
The chief's
there in his pickup.
Yeah.
And he's got like a big tape deck.
Yeah, it is recorded.
He's tapped the
phone lines. Yeah.
So they play back the phone call.
Yeah.
And he's just saying, he's working for me. He'll be with me tomorrow. He's just left here. So he's obviously reporting to somebody.
Yeah, so they knew it was a setup.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know who he rung, but...
No.
Think you could have gotten any closer?
You were barely out the door before Mr. Music made the call.
Yeah, this is Crystal. Tanna just left. He's steamed about that Marilyn kid getting chopped. He's going for it, but he's going for it alone. He's got no client. He's on his own.
Yeah, but who'd he call?
No way to know.
There will be.
Hey, how'd you click into him so fast?
$400 a day. I'm good, but I'm not that good. It's gotta be the noise we're making. They're trying to take me out with a phony full-time job.
So, Tony Curtis.
Yeah, we get to the next morning. And I've just got Tony. Yeah.
Mr. Curtis, do you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
He seems to be the casino owner.
Yeah, it would appear so, because he's having like a meeting on the hoof sort of thing. They're walking along the hallway.
He's talking to two guys, and Dan's walking along with them.
Yeah, the two guys have got clipboards, and he's saying, "What's going on here? What's happening there? Why have the girls got their tops on?"
Okay.
And stuff like this, and he says, "There's three of us talking now, but you can bet your life that there'll be two. You know, two of us are probably going to get fired.
Yeah.
And I don't think you need me to tell you which one's the one that's not getting fired. But anyway, so there's all the dancing girls goes around. He gives one of them a sort of like a rolled up note or something.
One of them knows Dan.
They're saying hello to Dan and things like this. Next thing, they're on top of the building.
Yeah.
And there's a helicopter.
And I've got a helicopter ride.
Yeah, helicopter ride. Absolutely nothing happens. No. They go back to exactly the same place because the two blokes with clipboards are there.
I say it must be quicker than using the lift.
Yeah,
because that's all they've done.
Yeah, they do like a big loop, and then he says, "Do you want to lift home?" And it shows you the other side. You know what's supposed to be the other side of the car park is the Maxim.
Do you want to lift back to the hotel? He goes, "No, it's all right. I can walk." Because it's literally just over the road.
But also, it's obviously a still photo because there's a flag, sort of like half blown.
Yeah,
and it just stands out. Yeah, it just stands out. So anyway, yeah. I've got helicopter on roof, lap of town, back. Yeah. Then he's shaving.
Yeah, he gets a call from his other army buddy who's watching Red Buttons. He said, "You've got to come quick. He's putting washers into the machines.
Yeah.
Into the slot machines." He says, "Where are you?" Circus, apparently.
Yeah.
That's where it's happening.
Because he was shaving. The hot woman, another hot woman, had cooked breakfast. He gets a phone call. Trouble at Circus with cheat.
Yeah.
So he gets there.
They use like a
binoculars. But I did notice that in every one, it seems they've got the binoculars the wrong way round. Because they put the big bits, which are further apart, up against their eyes, and the small ones that you usually look through, pointing out the front.
They're special army ones.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Night vision.
It's American ones. They work on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
But
so small.
Yeah, I know. They're like opera glasses, and they've got them the wrong way round. But yeah, so he's waving this washer thing around. So he says, we got him.
Yeah, bust him.
Yeah. So he gets on the radio and says, right, everybody move in now.
Yeah.
So they get down there.
And they weren't washers at all.
No.
They were coins with he blacked out the middle bit.
Yeah, he blacked out the middle so it looked like a washer.
He says, "I knew you were watching me. I just wanted to see who was watching me."
Yeah, I knew somebody was watching. Not sure who. But yeah. So he does that. So they're all friendly and everything. And he just says, why don't you go somewhere else?
You can't do anything.
Yeah. But he says, no, I can't. But he says,
I know you're doing something.
And I will work it out. I will find out what you're doing.
No, really, if this was Vegas, they'd just take him around the back and beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's not like the desert's not full of the bones of people that have tried to rip off casinos.
And I think some of the hotels they actually used were actually mob run at the time they were filming this.
Well, they definitely were.
Yeah. Allegedly.
I don't think there's much allegedly about it either. It was, but yeah. So... Yeah, then he goes outside and the van tries to run him down in the car park.
Luckily he lands in his car. He does. He rolls over another car and lands in his car.
And he's parked so close to it, he lands in the driver's seat, doesn't he? Yeah. Angie rings him. Reference the murders being the same.
Yes. Hugh did it.
He says there was 4 suspects. One of them's dead. Yeah. One of them's inside. One of them lives in another country, and one of them's in your part of the country.
And it happens to be Hugh.
Yeah, Huey, the
massage guy.
Yeah, Baby or something they call him, don't they? Baby or BB or something.
Yeah.
So Nate Stevenson is the name on the cards.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So anyway.
So he has another massage. This time he brings his gun.
No, before that even he goes back to the sauna because his mate comes running out from behind. The little guy with the tash.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
It gives him a list of all of the clients that Huey's had, and the one in the middle in the blue ballpoint pen, Nate Stevenson. So he basically 2 and 2 together.
Yes.
Works out that. This Nate Stevenson and this Huey, and he finds out on the phone that they served time together or something, or they got busted for some heist with rare metals and things like that, platinum and stuff. But anyway, they did that together and they got away with it.
Yeah.
But they obviously know each other.
Yes.
So then that's when he goes back to. He thinks, well, obviously she's robbed him, but they couldn't work out why. They've killed the pimp to get to the hooker, whereas usually it's the other way round.
Yes.
Anyway, so that's when he takes his gun. He goes to the sauna, wraps his gun in a towel.
He does.
And sort of like puts it under his head.
Yeah.
And then he starts questioning him. He starts talking to him, and then he says about this Nate.
Yeah.
Well, it's
your
Nathan,
body, Nate. Yeah.
But it's actually Nathan Scorleone or something like that. Yeah, is his real name. But he said, so the masseur grabs his arm and wedges it up his back, and he knocks his gun into the towel bin.
That's it. Yeah. So he can't quite reach it.
No, so he can't reach it.
But he can reach a lamp.
Yeah. So yeah.
What's he doing with it? I thought he was going to just stick it straight in his face.
Yeah, they probably couldn't afford to replace it.
So he puts it by him.
Yeah,
which is basically a heating lamp.
It's a heat lamp, isn't it? It's red, so it must be like a heat lamp. And he puts it right up to his face, and he jumps across the other side of the room.
Yeah.
And then runs out.
Yeah. So he chases him with his towel.
Yeah, that's right. And the masseur jumps into his own car and drives off. So Dan jumps into his car, reaches for his pockets that are not there because he's wearing nothing but a towel.
I'm wearing a towel. Yeah.
And then he jumps out of his car and he jumps into an old woman with her shopping trolley.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So he starts apologising. She can't hear him.
She hasn't got her hearing aid turned on.
No, that's right. So she turns her hearing aid on. And he sees it, and it's almost like a light bulb goes up in the
He's got it. Yeah.
He's worked it.
He says, "Oh, I love you."
Yeah.
And she's happy.
"Oh, thanks very much."
Yeah.
Yeah. So he that's it. He goes back to the casino, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's obviously been on the phone because everybody's smiling.
Yeah.
And he says, "Where is he?" So he points him out. So he goes walking over to him, and he leans down and shouts into his belly button, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he grabs the Serco, grabs his ears because he's sort of like really loud. And he says, "I worked out what you're doing. I've got you."
Yeah.
He says, "Why don't you go to Monaco or somewhere for a bit?"
Yeah.
Because
he goes, "Well, it's not illegal because he's listening to the clicks of the machine."
Yeah. Well, that's what Tanner thinks he's doing. He says it's not that, but it's close. But he says that's fine because I'm going to have a thing. He says you don't have to go, but by this time tomorrow, all of these machines will have a thing in that will create noise, which will cover up anything that you're listening to. So he's like, right, okay, and that's that. He's got
the jig's up.
Yeah, the jig's up, and he goes.
Hi, Tommy! I got you, pal, and I know how you're doing it.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You almost broke my eardrums.
And you almost broke the bank, you old horse thief. You're using a phony hearing aid, and you got a receiving unit right here in your belly, and you're listening to these machines like a safecracker listens to tumblers, and I got you.
Okay. So you figured it out. The device, not how I use it. I can keep it up, Daniel. It's like a system. It's not illegal.
It doesn't matter because within the hour I'm going to have an electronic jammer set up, and whatever you hear is going to be gone in a blizzard of static because I got you. So why don't you go bug Monte Carlo for a while, huh?
Okay, Daniel. You win. Hey, you know, you're pretty good, kid. Damn good.
Good as you?
No one's as good as me!
Oh, Tommy!
Nathan Stefano.
Who is a loan shark.
Yeah, he's a loan shark. He owns Crystal's house.
Yeah.
And he owned loads of things, and that's who Crystal's reporting to because he owes him loads of money. So he rings and gets Chief and Stidgy.
Stidgy, is it Stidgy? Yeah.
Yeah, Stidgy. So they all meet up outside this house.
Yes.
And it cuts to the inside of the house, and you've got the mob types there.
Yeah.
And they've got like microfiche things.
That's right.
and they're putting them
inside the credit cards. Then
ironing them.
Yes, yeah.
So that it laminates them together.
Yeah.
Because that's obviously when she's busted him. She's taken all of his information.
When Marilyn.
Yeah, when Marilyn has
stole his. She took all his data, all his worth millions of pounds apparently.
Yeah, yeah. So they say something about something that they've done before. Yeah. So they're all in the pickup and they drive through the front of the house, don't they?
Yes, they do.
And so that all caves in and collapses, and then
damn the expense.
yeah, it's not the expense. Yeah. So the Stefano guy tries to make a run for it,
but he's not in the best shape.
No, he's not.
And Dan's not chasing it, running after him. He's just walking after.
No, he's just walking purposefully, isn't he?
Yeah.
And the Stefano is constantly looking over his shoulder, doing the world's slowest jog. And then,
it's like he's almost having a heart attack or out of breath. Or...
But he admits everything while he's running along. Yeah, he he's sort of like he spills about everything.
He goes, "But I can make you rich. I can have money, whatever you want."
Yeah, this, that, and the, and he gives.
Says about
giving
we
him his
hid it in the
wallet
credit
and his
cards.
money and
This $1 million business.
He explained why, and then he sort of like collapses, and you think he's going to have a heart attack or something, but he's not. The chief just picks him up and throws him in the pickup to take him to the police. And then
he's looking for an all-night toy store because this is another thread that Beatrice kids.
Yeah, Beatrice's daughter Jenny or something like that. It was her birthday because about 3 times earlier on, Beatrice has said about baking a cake.
Yes.
For some party or something, and then
they're saving a bit for.
For Tanner, and then earlier on when he was in the sauna, I think it was, he was wearing a towel and she said she's waiting up for you to say happy birthday or whatever. He never did.
No.
And he's off to find an all-night toy store or something. So
and that's the end. That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You've been victimizing me. You're not even a cop.
I'm a citizen. This is a citizen's arrest.
Citizen's arrest? You're crazy! You know that? You're crazy!
Why?
Why what? I'm asking you why.
What'd that girl do to you?
She took things that were mine.
What things?
My wallet. She stole my wallet.
Your wallet? You killed a girl because she took your wallet?
There were things inside my wallet. Here, take. Take anything you want, huh? Just leave me alone.
What did she take?
My credit cards. She stole my credit cards. With all my accounts written on the inside. Now, wait a minute. Listen. Files, microfilm, they were all laminated inside the cards. See? You don't understand. My records were inside the credit cards. She thought she stole my master charge. She stole my whole business. $1 million business. Can you understand that? Now look, here, I'll pay you, okay? Now just leave me alone. Let me be. Who are you?
I'm the ghost of Christmas past, Turkey. I'm the Lone Ranger, and I'm gonna nail you. Click.
Why? Broke through the walls of my house.
So sue me. Call a policeman.
Here, take my money.
I don't want your money.
You're killing me! You're trying to kill me!
You all right, Dan?
Yeah, I'm fine. Call Nelson on homicide. See if he wants to get down here. Good. I'm going home. Hey, Castigian, you don't know an all-night toy store, do you?
No, but I'm sure you can find one. And it better be a discount store.
Why?
Well, because in a few minutes the police are going to be here. And Bella's going to find out about the house you broke.
Broke a house.
It's quite an enjoyable caper.
Yes. It was
well done. Well, you know, again, a lot of quality actors in it.
Yeah, and had a lot of balls juggling.
Absolutely.
There
and you know, as the title of the podcast goes, it's difficult because it's a pilot. They've got to set everything up. They've got to do all of the backstory and all that.
Yeah.
So it does go off in different tangents, and you know, he's trying to explain. He knows these people from Vietnam. How does he know the copper? They have to go through that.
Yeah.
They have to go. So, but no, it was well done. It was well done. Very enjoyable. I do remember watching this.
Yeah, I used to watch this. I
don't remember this one.
No, I don't remember this one at all. But I remember, you know, the guy was tailing him.
Yeah.
He becomes into the series. I'm sure he's like his
he becomes
buddy. The old co-detective.
Yeah,
or
another
whatever.
detective-y type chap.
Yeah, I'm sure they work together.
Yeah. But yeah, as I say, no, it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was well done.
It was obviously filmed in Vegas.
Yeah.
And Vegas doesn't look like that anymore.
No.
Nothing like that now.
No, it's as I say, that's like you said earlier. I mean, Vegas then was still massively mob owned and run. You know, there was so much,
and it's not built up as it is now.
No,
there's lots of still deserty areas and stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with Vegas as well, is that the hotels don't last.
No.
They don't last long. It's like Sands, the Oasis and all that lot are long gone.
Yeah.
And what they do is, so say every 10, 15 years,
they just blow up.
Yeah, they just knock them down and build another one. But they don't necessarily build it in the same place.
No.
You've got lots of places where it's just wasteland.
I mean, because I think the MGM's in here, and that's still in Vegas. They're rebuilding it.
Yeah.
But I think they've run out of money, and it's just sort of stopped halfway through building it.
I know, you wouldn't think anybody could run out of money in Vegas, could you? But, yeah, because I've not been, but Ben went a few years ago, 9 years ago now, but they stayed at the Bellagio because they'd seen it in The Hangover.
I stayed at the Bellagio.
Yeah.
That's only September.
Yeah. No, that's it. But they stayed in the Bellagio because they'd seen it in The Hangover, despite the fact that it was £600 more expensive per person for the 4 days that they were there than where they could have stayed, because they wanted to stay in that hotel. But they went out for dinner, and he said it was, they could see the place they were eating at, but it was across 2 blocks, I suppose.
Yeah.
But it was completely, there was nothing there. It was like old bomb sites.
Because one, we went to the Pepper Mill to have breakfast, and that's like being in casino and everywhere. It's famous there.
Yeah.
And that's quite a walk out. And as you get down, it's just building work until you get to it. It's really weird.
But yeah, the
other thing is, because we were at the Bellagio, we said, we'll go to the Cheesecake Factory for a meal. And all the hotels are connected and joined. But it still took us half hour to walk there. It was only the next hotel.
I know. That was it. Well, Ben was saying, you know, there was 5 of them, 5 lads. They were all sort of like early 20s, and they went to this place because one of their friends is a nightmare for eating. He eats chicken nuggets and chips and nothing else. But they went, absolutely, finer things in life. But they went to this place and they ate, and it was absolutely great. You know, they had a laugh on the way there, on the way back. When they got back, they were talking to somebody in the hotel, and you know, they said, "Oh, you know, where have you been?" They said, "Oh, we went there to eat." They said, "Oh, how did you get there?" I said, "We walked." I said, "You don't walk. You don't walk over there. Whatever you do, nobody walks over there." Because apparently there'd been so many people shot over there, and so I would imagine because there was a group of them. Yeah. But then you think, if somebody's got a gun, they don't care how many there is. You know, nobody wants to be first. But yeah, no. So
we walked from one end, the sign, you know, the main sign. Everyone there's
yeah.
We done that, and we walked to the downtown sign.
Oh Christ!
Just walked one end to the other.
Yeah.
That's it.
No. Long walk.
Joe did not thank me for that one.
No,
I'll tell you one anecdote we had there. When we were downtown, we were at the old sign. It's like dice and stuff and all that. And I took Joe's picture, and she took my picture. Then this guy just wandered over to us. Said, "I'll take your picture for you." And this guy looked so dodgy, and Joe just hands him a phone. Yeah, take our picture. So we stand there together. I thought, if he runs, there's no way I can catch him.
No,
unless it's over like 2 feet.
Yeah, if I could fall on him.
Yeah. And he took our picture. He said, "Can you take my picture now?" That's it. Oh, he looks so dodgy.
Oh no. I mean,
I didn't have any facts about this really.
No, well,
just that I was quite happy that Taffy was back.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Long, you know.
It's weird because we've done that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Oh, she was in Alf as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I've not got an awful lot about it. There was a lot of famous, all the actors in it were in other things, but
Tony Curtis had a recurring role. I didn't even realise he was called Slick or something, didn't he? A nickname Slick or something.
Yeah, because he's his boss.
It's not really introduced as his boss. I found it hard to make the connection.
No, well, he owns the casino. He owns the Maxim, because that's right. That's what we were saying at the beginning. When he says something about moving out of his warehouse, and he said, "Well, who else are you going to get to look after £500,000 of?"
Yes.
Tat and showgirls costumes.
Yeah.
So that's obviously what it is. He's actually living in
rent-free
his warehouse. But no, there's loads and loads of famous people in it.
God, yeah. I started looking through them. I thought, well, some I knew, some I didn't.
Yeah.
They weren't obviously very famous at the time.
No, we just knew them from other things. But no, all in all, it's good.
No, it's good.
But so I'd give it a 7.
7? Yeah, I'm a 7. I was happy. I wasn't bored watching it. It didn't.
No,
I didn't fall asleep watching it. Which is
that's a big plus. It was. I had to jump backwards and forwards a couple of times because I got lost, but I think I was more being distracted by other things. But it was easy. It was an easy watch.
Yeah.
It was. It was straightforward.
It was straightforward. I thought it'd be more complicated, especially with all the threads in the air, but it wasn't. It was nice and straightforward.
Come in. But so it's it was good, and like I said, I used to watch it. I don't remember this one, but no, it was.
I definitely watched some of them. Yeah.
It definitely stands up, and also sometimes it's good to see programs like that because you do see how things have changed. Because I remember it like that from all those programs. When you see it now in programs, it's it bears no relation, does it?
No, and he was good. He was good in it.
He was very good, and like we said at the very beginning, whenever you saw him on doing the rounds of the chat shows, interview programs, stuff like that, he always came across as a really decent, nice fella.
Yeah.
So let's say shame, but because I'm sure he would have done a lot more if he hadn't got ill.
Yeah.
I mean, he still worked, didn't he? He was still in
Love Boat.
New
Wave.
Yeah, but he was in the old wave as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yes. But no,
he was the captain of the Love Boat.
Oh, was he?
He was the captain of the New Wave. Yeah.
Right. Okay. No, that's good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yes, I think next time me and Paul are doing Columbo.
Yep.
We keep saying we do Columbo, we never get around to it. It's quite long.
Yeah.
But now I think we've finally agreed that we're going to do it next.
You can't put it off any longer.
No. Just one more thing.
Yeah. What was it you used to call her? The Missus?
Yeah, I think it's just a generic.
Yeah, it was the Missus. But yeah, no. Enjoy that.
Yeah.